all he needed to do was to make the move. He never did, and twice, when she had asked him which girl he admired the most in the village, he had mentioned Boluwatife. On both occasions, she had been secretly wounded. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a young girl named Boluwatife. Boluwatife is a daughter to a farmer named Bankole, and she is one of the most beautiful maidens in the village. Boluwatife, a tall dark-complexioned maiden, took after the beauty of her mother, whom her father eulogizes that during her days she is the most beautiful girl, and every young man in the village have their eyes on her. Boluwatife, who was the eldest child of her parents, was the desire of many young men in the village. Boluwatife had a friend named Abike. Abike is a very close friend of Boluwatife, and their houses are not far from each other, and it was on that account the maidens had been friends, especially given that they were age mates. Will this friendship last longer? Abike was not happy that the young men in the village and its environs were only interested in Boluwatife. She wished she was the beautiful one who had all the attention. Bit by bit, Abike began to accumulate hatred for Boluwatife, and soon she began to secretly plan evil against her. When Boluwatife had come of age and ready for marriage, a very handsome young man named Kley, who came from a very prominent and wealthy family of Chief Aki, showed interest in Boluwatife. Kley met Boluwatife one cool evening while she was coming back from the stream, along the walk path with Abike. The maidens were returning home from the stream with a pot of water on their heads. Unfortunately, Kley was the young man Abike secretly had a crush on. She had always wished he would one day come to her and ask her to be his wife, as he was her dream man. Kley, looking at Boluwatife in awe, where he accosted the maidens, initiated a conversation with Boluwatife, as he smiled, saying to her that today would be his lucky day. After saying this, Bolu greeted him good evening. While they were exchanging pleasantries, Abike cut them short as she says to Kley, sounding jealous and hearty at the same time. Kley, good evening. You look as handsome as ever yourself. We should be the ones saying that today will be a blessed day. In response, Kley looked at her and only nodded. Then his gaze turns to Boluwatife as he tries to woo her into giving him a time and a place to have a little chit-chat, as he further expresses his love for her and how he will want her to be his wife, as he told her that he will be the most blessed man to be married to such a beautiful maiden as her. Bolu, amused by Kley's moves, was speechless as she stood there with her mouth agape. Boluwatife managed to schedule a time with Kley in her state of amusement. Abike, on the other hand, was crestfallen. She was not happy that Kley was showing interest on her friend and treating her like she was not there. This act of this got to her, but she chose to remain quiet. Kley bid them farewell as he promised to show up at their house. Jealous Abike began to chide Boluwatife as she started confronting her for allowing Kley to talk to her. But Boluwatife, unbeknownst, looked at Abike in shock and confusion as she did not see it coming. The lives of the two friends is about to take a new turn, as that night, Abike lay awake far into the night. She was thinking about what had happened earlier that evening. Kley, like the rest of the young men in the village, had eyes for Boluwatife. It hurt her. She had to do something to stop Kley from having anything to do with Boluwatife and have him look her way instead and realized that she was the one meant for him, not her dearest friend, Boluwatife. The thought that Boluwatife was easily loved by the young men in the village irritated her so much. She wished there was something she could do to destroy Boluwatife's beauty. She reckoned that if Boluwatife was not around, she would not have the men she admired ignore her and look elsewhere. Perhaps she could do harm to Boluwatife, she thought. The thought of what she could do to disfigure her without being caught enveloped her. What if she took boiling water and attacked her with it at night and run away? The idea seemed like a good one, even though she could not summon enough courage to carry it out. She thought about the planned meeting Kley had with Boluwatife and how Kley would go and spend time with her friend Bolu just to chat with her. Despite of that bile in her, she had to stop them. She knew exactly what to do. Meanwhile, in the palace, the king's eldest daughter, Princess Alamid, was still awake too. She could not sleep because she was thinking of Kley, Chief Akin's son. The young man was very handsome and she had always had a huge crush on him. Only yesterday she had overheard the chief and her father discussing as they were very good friends. Chief Akin and the king had been childhood friends. Chief Akin told the king that he was hoping that his son would bring home a girl so that he could get married, seeing that he is not getting any younger and he should start giving him grandchildren. These young men of nowadays, they don't seem interested or be in a hurry to get married, her father had said. Princess Alamid, on the other hand, had her worries as Kley had never talked to her about having a relationship with her. He was her friend and she had by her body language given him the signal that she was interested in him. And all he needed to do was to make the move. He never did, and twice, when she had asked him which girl he admired the most in the village, he had mentioned Boluwatife. On both occasions, she had been secretly wounded. She knew that Boluwatife was truly a very beautiful girl. Even she admired the beauty of Bolu, but the fact that Kley seemed to like her hurt her and she had begun to silently begrudge Boluwatife. She decided that she would pay Kley a visit the following day and tell him of her hopes with him. It might sound absurd to him that she, who is the woman, would do that, but she would do it anyway because he did not seem to be forthcoming. Perhaps he has settled it in his mind that she was a friend and no more. She had to let him know that friends too could get married and it was much better. The following day, the princess went to pay Kley a visit. On getting to his compound, she met him sitting outside with a girl. Lo and behold, she recognized her to be Abike. She was confused and wondered what Abike was doing at Kley's house. Could it have something to do with Boluwatife? She knew the two girls were very close friends. The princess decided to turn back and return to the palace. She did not want to go there when he had a visitor, but then she's worried about Abike's visit to Kley. What could be going on? As the thought of that continued to ring in her head. While in Kley's home, Abike looked at Kley for a long time as he stared back at her. Abike had gone to tell him that Boluwatife wouldn't be around to see him as planned. Kley, though disappointed, shrugged as he told Abike to tell Bolu that they would get to see each other another time, and that he had looked forward to spending the day with her, and Abike promised to deliver his message to Boluwatife. As she reluctantly questioned why he wishes to spend time with someone who doesn't have time for him, Kley only grimaced as he looked at Abike, astonished by the words of her mouth. Abike, who had a motive, still went on to taint Bolu's image, saying that she does not like him and that she only had eyes for the crown prince. As she tries to dissuade him from liking her friend Boluwatife, her words hurt Kley's heart, but he was still calm as he told Abike that he was going to respect whatever decision Boluwatife wanted. But Abike Not one to give up easily, still went on as she asked Kunle why the handsome men in the village just concentrate only on Boluwatife, and that is why she has become arrogant. Yet, they leave good girls like herself who would make good wives. But then the response she got from Kunle makes her stomach to rumble, as he told her that she can't blame a man who sees a very beautiful girl like Boluwatife because her beauty is so out of this world. Abike was happy that she had stopped Kunle from going to spend time with Boluwatife at her house, not mindful of the response she got from him. On her way home, she promised she would destroy whatever interest Kunle had on Boluwatife. Then she went to Boluwatife's house as soon as she got home, and she told Boluwatife that she met with Kunle and he had told her to tell her that he wouldn't be coming to see her and that he would be going to spend time with his would-be wife instead. But Boluwatife's response shocked Abike, as she only shrugged and said it was okay. That puzzled Abike because it meant that she did not really care about Kunle, and she heaved a sigh of relief. Princess Olamide returned to Kunle's house later but met his absence. She was downcast and suddenly worried that he might have followed Abike to her house or he had gone to see Boluwatife. She was not sure though. However, she decided to take a walk around Boluwatife's neighborhood. She had no intention to confront anybody. She just wanted to see if truly Kunle was there. She saw Bolu from a distance washing clothes at the side of her house by the well. It meant that he was not with Boluwatife. She did not see Abike outside, so she suspected that he must be with the girl. She walked away and loitered in the village. She came across Abike, who was returning from the farm with her younger brother. "Greetings, my princess," Abike greeted as she walked past. "Greeting, Abike," the princess said, and then she called her and beckoned at her when she had turned in response. Abike walked back to the princess. "You were with Kunle today. Where is he now?" the princess asked. Abike was surprised. She did not expect anyone to have seen her. "I don't know where he is," Abike said. The princess smiled. She pretended to tease her. "Tell me where he is because I presume you know after all. I know Kunle likes you a lot," she said. Abike was surprised to hear that. A mixture of joy and shyness enveloped her. She looked away and smiled sheepishly. "He does?" she asked. "Yes, he does," the princess said, restraining her impatience. "I don't know where he is," she said. The princess cast her gaze on her. "You are pretending that you don't know that he likes you. What were you discussing with him? I saw you two in his compound this morning, and I only went away so as not to interrupt your discussion," she said. Abike sighed. She wondered why the princess was asking. Was she too interested in Kunle? "I took message from my friend Boluwatife to him," she said. The princess's eyes widened. What message was that? She appeared curious and very anxious to know. It was a confirmation of the princess's interest in Kunle, and Abike did not miss that. And she told the princess that Boluwatife told her to tell him she would not be able to attend to him if he came to her house, as she would not be available to see him, Abike said. "Why did she say that?" Princess Olamide asked. Abike exhaled. "Well, Kunle seems to like her, and they both yesterday agreed that he wanted to go over to her house and spend the day just chatting with her," she said. "And she did not want him to spend time with her?" the princess asked. She just wanted to hear that Boluwatife was not interested in Kunle. Abike shook her head. "She traveled out of the village this morning," she said. "She was replicating the lies she had told Kunle earlier. She had told him that Boluwatife said she could not see him because she had to travel to see an aunt in a nearby village, but that she did not believe it was an aunt she was going to see. When he had asked her why she did not believe, she told him that she knew Boluwatife had a crush on a prince in that village. Kley had only shrugged and told her he would see Boluwatife another time. Did she really travel, or it was because she did not want him? The princess asked. She traveled, Abike said. The princess allowed her to leave. She stared after her as she walked off. She had seen Boluwatife by the side of her house. What did it mean? The princess was returning to the palace when she saw Kley walking towards her. He saw her and smiled at her. She felt a rush of gladness surge in her. I visited you at home but met your absence, she said. I stepped out to supervise the laborers at my father's farm since mid-noon, and I'm only returning home now, Kley said. I thought you wanted to spend time chatting with Boluwatife at her place today, she asked. Kley stared at Princess Alamid in shock. How did you know that? The princess laughed. You should know that I have my ears close to the ground, she said. Kley shrugged and admitted, but she traveled out of the village, he said. The princess laughed. Boluwatife doesn't want you. She's avoiding you and does not want you to go to her house, the princess said. He grimaced. Why are you saying that? You've never considered me worthy to be your wife, yet I value you so much, but you have all your focus on Boluwatife, a girl who has no value for you, Princess Alamid said. Kley was shocked by her words. He had never expected that the princess would ever think of him in that light. He was friends with her, but he had always been with a settled conviction that she would only marry a prince. He assumed that royalty is married from royal families. Would a princess ever consider marrying a man who isn't of royal blood? He asked, astounded yet delighted. Why not? I can marry whoever I love, she said. He was not sure what to say. He took the matter back to Boluwatife. You think Boluwatife has no value for me? He asked. If you doubt me, let's go to her house. You will see her there. She did not go anywhere, the princess said. Kley was surprised. He hoped it was not true because he did not know why Boluwatife would deceive him. She could have easily told him she was not interested in having him at her place. He followed the princess and they both went to Bolu's house. Bolu was chatting with Abike in front of her house when Kley and the princess arrived. Abike had been telling her that she suspected that Kley was also having a secret affair with the princess. She was shocked when she saw them. She wished she could vanish. Boluwatife greeted them. Lo and behold, Kley asked after her journey, but amused Boluwatife returned the question that she should be the one asking him that because she have been home all day. Kley and Princess Alamid exchanged glances, both surprised, and he asked if she wasn't the one that sent a message to him that she was traveling. Boluwatife appeared confused when he said that, as she told him she didn't send any message and that she only got a message from him that he could not come as promised, that he would rather spend time with his would-be wife. Kley was shocked because he never said anything as such. Just then, Abike excused herself to leave, but Boluwatife stopped her. Abike, what message did you tell me Kley sent to me when you met him this morning? I did not meet him and did not send any message through me, Abike denied. But you came to tell me that she sent you to me, Kley accused Abike. Abike was silent. She knew that she had been caught. She was so embarrassed. She wished the ground should open and swallow her. The princess shook her head. It is clear that Abike is trying to keep you two apart. What reason? I don't know. I saw her with Kley at his place this morning, and when I saw her this afternoon, she told me that you had sent her to Kley. She turned to Abike. You better speak up. What are you up to? Abike was ashamed of herself. I did not want Kley to spend time with Boluwatife. That was why I came up with the lie, she said. She's always taking the shine off me. I have always dreamt of Kley marrying me, and here he is seemingly in love with Boluwatife. I just wanted to stop them, she said. Bolu was surprised. If you wanted him to marry you, he isn't forthcoming. Talk to him and let him know how you feel, rather than painting me bad before him and doing same of him to me, she said. Abike kept her eyes on her feet, unable to look at the others. She was transfixed to the spot she stood. She felt too heavy to move. It just shows that Abike is a bad friend and you should be careful of her because you don't know what she may be up to, Kley said. I agree, Boluwatife said. What I found even bewildering is that I have no interest in any man, as that is not in my immediate concern. When Kley said he wanted to come over, I took it as a friendly gesture. It is so sad that Abike could go about to tell lies just to make me look like a bad person. Kley sighed. He looked at the princess and she shrugged with a smile. He heaved a sigh. And the princess said to Bolu that Kley has refused to consider her suitable for him because he has eyes for her. Boluwatife looked at Kley. Why? You better not miss this golden opportunity. Not many men get such opportunities to be married to a prince, she said. Besides, I'm not ready, and you may not be whom I want. Well, I did not know it would be possible for ordinary me to marry the princess. That was why I never allowed my mind to sway to the impossible, Kley said. Now you know it is possible, the princess said. Kley smiled. He took Princess Alamide's hand. Let's go because I have found my treasure, he said, smiling, and they both left. Boluwatife looked at Abike. Abike raised her eyes. What are you waiting for? We are done being friends. You are wicked and dangerous. I don't trust you anymore, and never ever will I, she said. Abike, on the other hand, left ashamed of herself as she regretted her actions and deeds. She wished she had not been jealous of Boluwatife, not knowing that Boluwatife was not even interested in Kley, yet she had planned to even disfigure her. Now it was the princess he had taken, and she was